Aloha, it's Doug and Zeus from Big Island Campers. One of the things that I like most about renting out my camper vans to people is that I get to meet people from all over the world. And unfortunately, sometimes I'm not always here to walk people through the vans. So in this situation, I have to go to the mainland for some family things. So I'm going to do this video so that you can understand how my camper van works and how to make sure that you get the most the best time out of your stay here. And also I want to make sure that you get your security deposit back. My vans are used pretty frequently, and for anything other than stripping linens, cleaning it, you know, getting it ready for the next person. If I've got a you know, scrub extra to get sunscreen off the side of the van or inside the van, things like that, then or if something gets damaged, I have to replace it. So I'm going to charge you for that. So please treat my vehicles just like it would be your own. And with that, this is the Dolphin, and let me show you the things that are important about this van. So right here is your emergency brake. Instead of the handle, it's a push brake with your foot, and then right here is your brake release. Here are your lights. Pull them out to turn your lights on. Steering wheel tilt, windshield wipers, move over Zeus, cruise control, and this is your for your transmission, and you have to put your foot on the brake in order to shift it to reverse. When you do shift it to reverse, your backup camera will come on. So the most important thing that you need to know when driving is that we are on a volcano here. So there is a lot of very steep downhills and a lot of steep uphills. So going downhill, obviously you'll be in drive, and if you're going downhill and you're riding the brakes and you're always on the brakes, you will heat those brakes up, potentially lock up a brake caliper, and you're going to end up on the side of the road and you're going to need a tow, or best case scenario. So while you're driving downhill, use your overdrive button. Push this in, you'll see this go into overdrive off, and that will shift it out of overdrive. That will slow the van down a little bit. Then if it's not holding you to speed, just shift from drive to second, all the way up to 55 miles an hour or 90 kilometers per hour. Okay, put your foot on the brake, bring yourself to whatever speed you want to be at, then shift it into second. Leave it in there, take your foot off the brake. That should hold you. Try not to go above 3,500 RPMs. If you do, then you're going to have to use the brake to keep your engine at, you know, from damage to the engine. So if you need to pick up speed, shift back to drive, and there you go. Shift back down into second when you need to slow down. And then vehicle comes with the fuel full, so please return it with a full. And let's see here. We have cruise control, and then over here is the stereo. So this is a Bluetooth stereo. You can you know, Bluetooth your stereo and play Pandora or Spotify or whatever. And then here is a plug. You can mirror your phone. You can play movies on it or whatever. So air conditioning, temperature, pretty simple. Down here is Big Island Revealed, and then a bunch of other places that people have gone, just different things. Also, registration, insurance, all that stuff. Owner's manual for all the different things that are in the van. So those live here. Here is a USB cord for, I think, an iPhone. Here's a 20-watt charger like that. And let's go to the back here. Oops, how's it going over there? Okay, first thing you might want to learn is how to swivel this seat around. So right here is this little handle. Just pull that to the side, and then you can see if I can do this. There you go. Okay, so you pull this lever, and then you can swivel the seat. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. Then you've got your armrest down. You can lay back and chill out. Okay? So that's how that works. You can also go forwards and backwards with it. Zeus hates that. Okay, so that's how that works. Right here's your refrigerator. There's a lock on everything. When you're driving, you don't want to go around a corner and have your refrigerator come flying out. So right here, you just hook that like that, and then it's not going to move. Please make sure you rotate that up before you pull the refrigerator out. Things are breakable. Here's your refrigerator. In here is going to be nothing in there, Zeus. In here is going to be whatever you dial it down to. You can dial this down all the way to -4 degrees Celsius. Actually, I'm sorry, -4 degrees Fahrenheit. So this would be a freezer or a refrigerator. I usually keep it around 35 or something like that, 38. This would be a little bit warmer for like bread, cheeses and butters and things like that. So there's your refrigerator. Adjust it to whatever you want. Okay, make sure you lock it. Here is a drawer full of utensils, playing cards, bandies, small little medical kit, some cooking things, wine openers, plasticware, silverware, bottle opener. Here's a little lighter for the stove if you need it. So that's there. That's your lock right there. Okay. Here is a USB port, 3 USBs. They're always on. So you can plug in your phones and cameras and whatever there. As far as these windows go, you squeeze these and lift it up and push it out. Okay. It's great. You can keep them open for when it's raining out and you're not going to get rain in. But when you're driving, it's a lot of road noise, so close them when you're driving. Here's curtains. These pull across. They crisscross in front, so it completely blocks out. And then the other windows also have curtains. So in this cabinet, we have paper towels, some TP, some bug spray, some sunscreen. Please don't spray this in the vehicle. Get it on the seats or on the dashboard. It's a pain in the ass to get off. There's some wet wipes. There's some disinfectant wipes. Trash can liners are underneath this bag. Whisk broom. Okay, here's some dish soap for dishes. Here's some hand soap. Hydrogen peroxide. We have staph in our water here, so if you go in the ocean and you have an open wound, or you bump up against the coral and you create an open wound, please make sure you shower off with the shower in the van, and then rinse it with some hydrogen peroxide and just disinfect it. And if things get really nasty, we've got some alcohol here. This jar is white vinegar. This white vinegar is for Vana or sea urchins. Okay, those are the spiny, prickly things that are in the ocean, and when you go snorkeling, sometimes you end up bumping up against them. And you want to be able to, you can't pull those little tentacles out of your skin. They're calcium. So what you do is you make a poultice with the vinegar and some paper towels, soak that paper towel with vinegar, put that on whatever you bumped into, wherever it is, leave it on overnight. It'll get dissolved by morning time, and you will have no more sea urchin spines in your body. So also back here is a water filter. That is a charcoal filter. I'm TPing my van. That's a charcoal filter. It takes out all pathogens, tastes, all that stuff. So there's your latch. Here is how you turn the faucet on. You can drink this water. I drink it. It's in my van. I fill up my water bottles with it, and it's great. The water runs right out the sink, through a P-trap, out the bottom of the van. So, you know, it's for doing dishes, brushing your teeth. Here's some kitchen towels and washcloth. In this drawer, coffee mugs, spices, more spices. This is a really cool thing that somebody's left here. This is a little pill box, and each one has like different spices. So there's Cajun, there's red peppers, there's Lowry's, there's cinnamon. So awesome idea. That's in there. Somebody stopped by Starbucks and got a bunch of napkins. So here's some bowls, tumblers, remote control for the stereo. Okay. Also a cutting board. Please use the cutting board. Do not cut on my nice jacaranda table tops from the island. Please don't cut on that. So in here, this is your this is a little bin, lots of storage. This is for your clothes, or if you got groceries or food, you know, pantry items, whatever you want, store it in there. This acts as a bench. You can sit on it. It does roll back and forth, and I have, this is your latch for it. Clearly, I put the table in back there, so that's kind of in the way. I'll have to move that and then latch it. So over here is the stove, and in this cabinet we have some sandwich bags, but in there, that's an inverter. You need that inverter. Please don't take this plug out. You can turn this inverter on, and you can leave it on. If your battery runs low, it will beep in the middle of the night. So the only reason you need that inverter is for starting the stove. So you push this down, you hear it click, turn it, it lights, hold it down for a second, and there you go, you're lit. Okay, so if you don't have that on, you can use the lighter in this drawer. So that's what you need for that. If you're like, the stove doesn't light, it's because the inverter is not on. Okay, in here is like a little pantry basket. It's just stuff that people have bought and used, and you know, they're non-perishable, so I just leave them for other campers. You're welcome to use it. You're welcome to give it to the homeless people. Whatever you want to do with it, I don't really care. You can eat it all. You can drink it all. Not for, if it's there, it's free. Pots and pans, French press, hot pad. Please don't burn my jacaranda tabletop. That all lives in there. And these countertops, that's this is eucalyptus. That was a log that I found, and cut up and made into cabinets. So in this cabinet up here, it's just open for, you know, like cameras or whatever, and it locks there. You have on the keychain, you have 3 different lock keys, excuse me. The gold one goes with the gold tumbler, okay? The silver one goes with the silver tumbler outside on the back door, and I'll show you how to use that. Okay, in here is your electrical. Tells you what your house battery is at, 13 volts right now. You really don't need to be in there at all, but just in case you're curious of what that all is, don't play with the wires. Okay, this is your lights. So you push it on, these lights turn on, okay? And when you rotate it, they dim, okay? So dimmer, light switch, pretty self-explanatory. This switch, this is for the radio. So instead of having the keys in, I wired it up so that when you turn that switch on, your stereo turns on. You can Bluetooth your phone, play music, whatever, while you're chilling at night. And then to dim this thing, because this thing gets awfully bright at night if it's super dark out, you want to hit this little sun button, hit it to the moon button, and then it turns it off. And that way it doesn't light up your whole van. To turn it back on again, you touch it with your finger and it'll turn back on, okay? Also, you can use the remote control from the bed to, you know, control it. But that's this middle button right here, okay? This button, this is your water pump. If you run out of water, which most likely you will, the water is gonna start spitting. So either out of the shower or out of the sink. When that happens, finish up what you're doing, turn the pump off, please. If you return the van with the water empty and the pump running, you're gonna lose some money out of your security deposit. Please don't make me have to do that. I hate doing it, but when I need to, I have to, because when you mess up my pump, I gotta replace it. So here's a hook for hanging stuff. Here's a light switch over here on the side of the door, right above the stove. This light switch turns this light on right out here. It's really nice for nighttime. You can kind of see what's going on down there. You can leave it on as long as you want if the van's running. If the van's not running, use it sparingly because it does suck the juice out of your battery. Let's see, what else back here? There's another window open here. So again, it's great for ventilation at night. You can keep it open when it's raining, and also keep, if you're cooking in the van with the doors closed, make sure you leave this window open, that window open up the vent fan and turn the vent fan on to exhaust out, okay? And then it's totally cool to cook with it open or with the doors closed, or you can cook with it open and just you know, the flame kind of gets blown around a little bit more. So back here, couple things. We'll start with the shower. So this is your temperature. This is very hot, not so hot. Winter, 2 burners, summer, 1 burner. So I leave it on winter, turn it to the minimum, because otherwise, I mean, that you can get boiling water out of. So leave it there. This is how fast your water is going. Slow water, fast water. Leave it on fast. This, you can just turn it off completely. So if you just want to rinse off and it's cold, you know, cold water, then well, it's not really cold, it's probably 80 degrees. Turn it off. If you want hot water, turn it on. And here's how you turn this on, like that. Your shower will run. You can take it out of the hook. You can push this button here, and that turns it off. So you can like put conditioner in your hair and whatever, you know, you can turn that off. And then when you're ready, just push it on again, blah, blah, blah. Pretty simple, okay? It's just an on-off button. But when you're all done with your shower, make sure that you turn this off, okay? And then open this up, let the water run out, and stick it in this basket. Maybe even hook it like that. Because what's happened is that some people, and you can see here, some people have just let this hang and then they close the door on it, and that I'm gonna have to order another hose because I don't like my equipment to be shitty like this. So if you do that, I'm gonna charge you whatever it costs for me to replace that because I don't want my shit beat up. Please take care of my stuff. Here's where any of your add-ons are gonna be, and that's why that drawer went closed. So there's the table. Hose for filling up the water tank is right here, and I'll show you where the water tank is. Your propane is full, so you shouldn't have to worry about there. Jack and all that stuff is behind there. These are magnets if you wanted mosquito netting. Right here is a light switch. It's right next to your pillow, and you turn this on, and then you get these lights around the edges that that glow. So that's there. Okay, let's look at this vent fan. You can turn this thing on or off with this thing open or closed. Turn it on, you can choose a number as far as speed. You can go hit it the other direction. This is how you open up the vent fan, the hood. There we go. Come on. All right, I see I need to get a new one of those. So that's unfortunate. Okay, that's stripped out. So turn it off. But it acts as a ceiling fan regardless if that thing is open or not. You could probably reach over the top here and kind of work with this thing, but I will replace that. Matter of fact, I have the part on order, so when it comes in, I will replace it. Bath towels, shower towels, whatever, are right here. There, extra blankets, and your top sheet is right there. So this this door has a switch on it like this, so you can close that and turn it. If you don't, it's okay. This side latches like that, and you can always open this. There you go, like that, and then use your key. Lock that with the silver key. If this is locked, you can still open it from the inside. Right there is your backup camera, so it's kind of a bird's eye view. This here, down here behind the rear wheel, is the water tank. You'll see it's full right now when you pick it up. When it gets to about here, it's empty because this is the suction port for your motor pump. So you can kind of see the tank goes up another same amount up as what you can visually see here. So it's a large tank, it's 30 gallons, and you'll see as it gets low. Please only fill up the tank with the water fill stations that are on my map. If you please don't fill it up at the harbor where people wash down their boats. That is not potable water. You would put the hose in here, fill it up until it starts to, you'll hear it, and it starts to leak out of this green hose right there. The end of that green hose, that's your breather tube. It'll leak out of there when you are full. Right next to the water fill station is the fuel. So regular gasoline, 87 octane, the cheap stuff, is absolutely fine. So, Zeus, you still waiting to go?
Yeah.
Okay, this van has cruise control, but it doesn't have power locks or power windows. So, sorry about that. Here's the lock box. This is going to be on the window. So, I will give you the code for that when you text me. Hang on to the box, stick it back in here underneath the seat, and then when you come back to drop off the van, push the buttons down, lock it all up, and put the key back in the lockbox. So also, you might have somebody adjust your mirrors for you, and that's it. So if you have questions, I'm always available by phone or text, unless like I'm in the air or under the water. So anyway, thank you, and sorry we missed you, but unfortunately I won't be here. So when you come back, just drop the van off in the same spot. So here's our driveway. I'll give you a clue where we're at. So this is our driveway. There's some rocks down there that a chain is sometimes across. If that's the case, there's a silver lock on the mountainside, a silver lock, and I will give you the code for that as well. It's not always up, but here's where you pick your van up. You know you're in the right spot when you see the pool table. My Sprinter van's back there, and then all these other cars are in this parking lot. It's kind of a long-term storage parking, and so please don't come through the parking lot. Please go down our driveway. You can have your Uber driver come down. So okay, aloha, thank you for watching, and again, if you have any questions, text me, call me, email me. All right.